What up, what up, what up? Another trading day. I don't know where you guys are from, but it's an early wake up for me to get out, get ready for trading. That's all good. Let's get after it. Let's just see if we got anything popping out crazy on the higher time frame. We're just zooming out, I should say. Nope, not really. Not for what we trade. Ooh. Cool, cool. Obviously, if you were, because I don't know what you guys are all trading, the bias would be up. If that's not clear. Clearly uptrend. But then what gets tricky is if we're trading a small time frame. Yeah, nope. I'm still not seeing anything that gives you a bearish bias. But currently my strategy doesn't use a bias, so we'll wait to see if we can get something cool. Let's check the anchored VWAP real quick and just see. Looks like it might have bounced off it, that candle right there. Look at that. Let's see what happens. We don't trade this. I don't trade this. Good luck. Thanks, man. Yeah, so I'm telling you, this is crazy. I'm gonna, like, really soon, I'm gonna get myself on FX replay. I have to backtest this. And I might find out it's useless. But when the 1 minute reacts off the anchored VWAP, especially early on, man, gives me a push. That's a 1-to-1 push. That's all. Anyways, I know it seems like nothing, but I would like to backtest it. but primarily stay on the 5 minute. Oh, you know what else is fun? Today, I think I hit my payout on the 6K. Oh, yes, yes, yes. So it's probably going to reset my... Yeah, my 6K. Yeah, reset back to 6. Very cool. Cool. Maybe I'll do a small video for that one instead of doing it right now. Killer. The prop firm accounts are a bit of a slow grind, eh? You have to make 13% to pass on these with this prop firm. So like you're not gonna see a penny until you've made your first payout is usually like 5%, so 13. You need to make like 18% to make money. And then it gets a little more fluid. But when you keep looking at those charts, or like the backtesting of like the opening range breakout play, I mean, you'd have a pretty good year if you passed your count at the beginning of, sometime last year, and you're up 25% on a big account. Like, that'd be awesome. So much waiting and trading. I need to think of an idea of something I can preoccupy myself on the stream and the viewers while we wait. I could just do day job work, but then you're just watching me write emails and do that stuff. But however, it's the reality of trading. It's probably not ideal to just stare at the candles and wait for a play, because I think you're kind of tapping into your impatience. But if you preoccupy yourself, a little easier. Pull up some mail. Or I could do some backtesting. Maybe I should keep it trading related. Because we gotta wait. Every 5 minutes, you know what I used to do when I'd trade in a Starbucks? Oh, I'll answer your question. In the Starbucks, I used to, I'd set an alarm on my phone. It was a timer, a repeat timer. It would go off every 5 minutes. So I'd set it for like right before the, dude, little investor, you can ask a million questions. Yep. I'll just finish this point, but then yeah, ask away. Anything you want. Anyways, so let's say 30 seconds before the 5 minute candle will close, I'd have a timer that'd go off every 5 minutes. So I could like write emails, do work, backtest, do whatever you want, and then check back on, because I only care about the candle closures for my play. So technically we don't do nothing for like a minute and a bit, and then another 5 minutes if we don't get a signal. Okay. Do you use MT4? Yes. Why? No joke, when I started 3 years ago, it seemed to be a consensus that people maybe thought it was better. This was like 3-4 years ago that I've been trading this style that requires MT4. So I literally don't have any better answer than it's just what I chose. And the tool I've purchased, this thing is, I literally can't picture trading on MT4 without this. It doesn't make sense. This is my position sizing, my risk, everything. This tool is essential. I'm not selling it, but if someone wants this tool, I do have a link in my description. I think it saves you money. It's called the Tools FX link or something. But it's awesome. I've used it for 3-something years. It's truly incredible. You can get it for MT4 or 5. Next question. Are you okay with me 5? Yeah. How long have you been profitable? This is a good one, man. See, going live streaming and doing a YouTube channel is like the ultimate vulnerability. So, I am not wildly profitable. I cannot go full time. So, in the last few years, I have gotten, hello, Mohammed. In the last few years, I've gotten more consistent than I've ever been. I've received 4 prop firm payouts. That's mostly in the last year. Okay, so I just told the whole world I am not crushing it. However, like I reminded you, you have to make 13% to even pass these prop firm challenges without blowing them and doing all the things that messes traders up. Most traders, like, look at the statistics. They don't pass their prop firms. There's stats on passing phase 1, and then there's stats on passing phase 2, and then there's stats on traders getting to their first payout, and it's like, it's so low, it's incredible. That's just my justification for, I'm getting more, like, if you looked at a track record of accounts I've blown and lost money and never got payouts, but now you look at what's, like, I go to the right camera, you look at my equity curve now, like, it's getting better. So that's what I would say. Right now it's some side income. Don't you think you can get quite far with 200K account? Should be possible. Oh, bro. I don't know if this is a coincidence you asked that, but I preach that on my channel religiously. Dude, like, let's just pull this up. So in 3 minutes, I might enter this candle. This is my payout. Oh, you guys can't see. $170 USD. That's the payout they'll give me. That's my part of it. That's the commission. So, one sec. I like to show people. So, a 200K account. Okay, so this payout, 170, is based off of a 6K account. Look at this. 200K divided by 6K. It goes into it 33 times. Okay, so there are 33 6K accounts in a 200K account. Okay? 33 times 170. This would be a $5,600 payout. If you guys saw earlier, I had a payout of okay, well, I've had a total of 860 with this prop firm before this one. So let's use that. 860 times 33. That should have been $28,000. So doing the exact same skill, clicking buttons, I could be able to show you guys. Let's do it. Dude, you're right. But you still have to pay the fee. To $1,000 by the 200K account. I appreciate the encouragement. I've done it. I've done it in the past when I was not consistent trader. And now it's just wanting to do it. I'm so ultra focused now on building good habits in trading, knowing that the money will come. And I'm going to be honest, the last, I don't know, 6 months, I've been trying to like put a concrete stamp on what my strategy is. Like I keep seeing things. I'd sponsor. Dude, you're awesome. I would lost my train of thought. That's hilarious, dude. I'd sponsor. Oh yeah. I before I opened a 200K, I want to, I really want to get my strategy down 100%, which I know is a dangerous thing to say in trading because you'll never get there. It's just, you've been seeing this thing with like the anchored VWAP. This is new for me. I've never used to look at the anchored VWAP. And I started trading some stuff. Like, look at this one. I'm just saying, where that red candle just kisses it, it crosses, and then gives it a little kiss. And then we got to follow through. Right? Look at this green one. Crosses over, gives it a kiss, gives me a 1-to-1 follow through. I don't need much. That's not a fail. That's a 1-to-1 right there. From this candle here. From this candle here. So if I had $200,000 account, so I'm Canadian, so $1,000 US, that's almost $1,400 on the line. I want to feel pretty good on my strategy. Like, yeah, guys, this is a play. That's a play for me. Okay, there's one thing about this, is the bar is so small that could be green on. No, we'll take it. We'll take it. It's red, and the wick's on the top. 497. This is those things, man. Those tweaks when you're backtesting. Like, you have to make a decision that when there's a thin body like this, will you record it? And I'm 90% sure I take them. I can't remember, to be honest, if that was like a sliver where, what is this play? Oh, this is the opening range breakout, my friend. So, price, this is the opening range right now. This is the 5-minute opening range. Let me get rid of the VWAP. Okay, so I'll just give it to you right here. Okay, this is the opening range. Price has opened and closed outside. I'm not supposed to watch my trade. I'm going to shut this down. Let me just make sure I'm set. 497. 497. Let's shut her down. Oh, if I leave MT4 open in the background, it'll go auto break even at 0.9R. But that's okay. It opened and closed outside the 5-minute range. Red. A bearish candle opened and closed. If this candle closed, this would not be good. A set of tweezers on the 5-minute, that'd be very bad. I would think we're getting stopped out if that happens. But that's okay. So, and then stop at the high. 1-to-1. Would I like this candle to have no bottom wick? Yes. And a bigger red body? Yes. However, the only candles I don't back test or like consider a valid play is if this was a reverse, like huge wick on the bottom. I don't take those ones. But this right here, red candle, open and close outside of this 5-minute range. You're good. That's the play. Now, I don't like this, but you don't know that's going to happen. What about the wick? What about? Okay, I'm going to shut this down to stay legit on what I committed to do. I think this should be in backtesting world. What about the wick getting back in? Oh, the tweezer that just got, the tweezer setup that's presenting. All right, because you're asking good questions, I'm gonna leave this on the stream. But I literally made a commitment to myself. I don't want to watch the trade anymore. I don't know if I'm just wired differently. Watching the trade is like emotion inducing, and I'm not into it. I want to fight against that. If I'm going to open up a $200,000 account, I want to have the habits where, like, I don't watch this sucker. I don't get excited that it's going in my favor. I don't get nervous that it was right. What about the wick getting back in? Did you mean like the tweezer that was setting up? Like, go long? I'm just not sure. Clarification on that question. But yeah, simply put, this is the strategy that gave me, the wick of the small candle that got back into the opening range. Oh, what about the wick? Oh yeah, no, that's not a red flag in my strategy. My only criteria for the play I've shown you on backtesting is when I could program it on an algorithm technically, which you could ask why, and I would just say because I'm managing a day job, a side job, wife, kids, hobbies. I just haven't done it. I don't know. Okay. When price opens, check, and closes, yeah, the body. Well, no, doesn't even matter. It opened and closed outside the 5-minute range. And my only other criteria, I guess two, are it's the same color. So if this was a green candle, I do not get in. And the one last thing is, if this, let's say these wicks were reversed and this big wick was on the bottom, like bigger bottom wick than the body. I don't know how, more bottom wick than the entire candle. Does that make sense? Like if this was reversed, that's the best way I can say it. I don't get it on this strategy now. For the year, it's at 25. Yeah, this is no good. This will most likely stop out. But let me just look at the testing. About 25% for the year. Get my big old head out of the way. Okay. So it's column. It's this one right here. It's 20. That represents 25%. I'm gonna go to my other account so I can edit it. But it's this one here. Like if I hide, let me make this even more clear. Watch this. I'm gonna hide this. I'm gonna hide this. Well, we can keep that stuff. No, let's make it really clear for you. Oh yeah, see that the column I'm hiding now is if you take no filters on the opening range breakout, you take them no matter what. And I wanted to see how crappy the results are. So I don't know if you guys see this clearly on the stream. Hopefully. See, I can zoom in a little bit more. Maybe even a bit more. What's this? Yeah, so it's currently a 58.8% win rate. Normally, the longer I backtest, it'll level out. It'll start at like 65 and then level out. Yeah, so this up here is in September, and we're trying to fill the gap. This is November. So November and December, we're a little choppy. You're like breaking even. Can you see the sum on the bottom? You're down 3% over a couple months. And then I took away the dates, so I don't know where January is. For frick's sake, I'll just show you that. I'm not saying that to you, I'm saying it to me. I want to see the just the date. I wasn't thinking that through. Let's hide these ones. Here we go. From January 2nd, which was the first trading day, all of these 1%, 1%, 1%, down 1%, another percent, up, up. These are all represent 1%, okay? You're up 26%. Now I haven't backtested the last week. I think it's been choppy. I'm gonna do it right now. I can crank this out so fast. If I just do this play, this would take me like 2 minutes. But yeah, so I haven't quantified, like if I trade journaled, I should be asking, so percentage, yeah, it's just under 60%, which in context is 25% for the calendar year. But maybe I'll start to journal, unconfident. Oh, so I gotta move my head. My head's just in the way. Let's move it up here. For this candle right here, maybe I will journal. It met my criteria, but it was a skinny body. It was not confident. However, that big top wick rejecting the zone, the 5-minute range is nice. But if I start getting into the world like, well, it was coming down to a support here, I can always find a support or resistance that's in the way. So I don't go down that road. Otherwise, now my crazy systematic strategy is subject to any support and resistance I find. But let's quickly crank this out. So May 9th was a loss. May 9, loss. So is that one. Yeah, we've had a couple days in a row. So you have to be okay with losing on this strategy. But long term, like overall, it's up 20. Well, I guess now we're dropping. We might be up 20% for the year. Let's see how this week ends. So that's that one right there. Opened and closed. Now, the tricky part about this one is this one worked, which for my data, I was recording them all like one a day, but I'm technically not at the chart by now. However, if I religiously said this was my only play, I might have recorded that. So I don't know if you remember this day. We didn't wait for this. I took these tweezers. What did I take the other day? Was there even tweezers set up? I think I took the opening range break and we lost, but I'm curious if there was tweezers. Nope. Not a good day for that play. Okay. Okay. This is a great example of ugly. Look at, we opened and closed, but just barely. But I know myself when I'm trading. That wick's too big for me. Okay, like it. If there was a bit more body, okay. But you have to create a rule somehow. So do I know this is some crazy magic layer I add to it? No, I just know that when there's a bottom wick, that's buying pressure. I don't want to get in right after that. So that's considered a skip. And that's ugly too. This one would have worked. That one would have been a winning trade, but I won't record that as a win. These are ugly ones. The only one, I don't know if I even got a trade this day from this play. I require, after you get an ugly one, I require it to do some form of a pullback and then a green candle. You didn't get it. We're not going this far. Well, this gets tricky with backtesting. You're seeing this in real time now. This is a really weird day. I have to try to get in my headspace. Okay, you got this dinky pullback, and you got another green candle with a big wick. And are you seeing anything that would get you in? This does not look good for going long. You know, whether I don't know if this is big enough a pullback. Maybe I have to refine the rules a little bit more. How far of a pullback? Does it have to go right back to the opening range? I don't know. I feel so unconfident. I'm not recording this. I don't know what I would do. And if your data is not authentic and real, it's not valid. Anyways, so I don't know what to do on that one. Oh, what another example. Look at ugly. So you saved this loss. Big wick going against you. And then I remember this day. It pulled back. It kissed the 5-minute opening range and carried on. But what day is this? May 5th. Okay, so I have to insert a few up. But I remember not taking this trade. I took something else. And I'm trying to figure out what it was. What did I take? Or did I take that? Oh, see, I think I was doing the VWAP stuff, man. I was doing anchored VWAP back then. This has been some choppy price action. So we know that's ugly. Look at the size of the wick. The bottom wick that goes against you is dominating that candle. And then the other thing I've debated was green candle and then red. But this is a tough one. I'm gonna record this as a loss because I'm trying to get into my headspace of would I have taken that live. And I think after I saw that third run with the nice top wick, I might have got that live. The next opportunity would have been right here. But let's see if that one played out. I think you got a 1-to-1. And this is 8:20 in the morning. Yeah. Oh, that's the second. So that is... So this is the second right now, what we're doing. So we can delete this row. Okay. Oh, wait. Yeah, May 2nd. No, that's what we just recorded, for frick's sakes. This is where it gets tricky. If your dates are messed up, but this is what we just recorded was May 2nd. That I just said I'm going to record it as a loss. Right there. That's the one. So for May, you are down 2%. Okay? Now, just for context, I want to remind you, April, you were up 8% in April. March, up 6%. February, up 5%. January, up 7%. Like, yeah, so it's gone through so far May is looking chop. February started chop. February started with 3 losers in a row. Ended the month 5 or 6%. Okay. Make sure this is called E. Yeah. Good times, okay. Would it be nice to win every day? Of course it would. But that's what we do, man. You gotta pick a strategy. You gotta pick a strategy that you believe you can confidently trade. So if you can find a super high win rate strategy, which I'm telling you, the only super high win rates, when I say super high, I'm not kidding, man. I'm talking like 70% 1-to-1 R. Maximum 80. There is so much crap out there online of people. It's all clickbait title. You will never see me post 90% win rate. Never lose. And I'm going to be honest, if their only motive is to grow a YouTube channel, like, they're doing a good job. But that's complete bullcrap. There is no such thing. Never lose. 90% win rate. Show me. Let me pick on a YouTube, on a live stream, let me pick the date, and you randomly go to that date and you show me you can get 80% win rate for that month. There's no way. The only way that it's even remotely, and I still question it, is if they're able to almost artificially be the most patient ninja trader in the world and only wait for like these golden setups. That how are you gonna be around for those golden setups all the time? When you show up every morning, you're gonna get chop. Like, how are you gonna? I don't believe it at all. So I know there's only one person on the stream now, but if you rewatch this stream, I truly think you should set your sights on lower results. See if that's possible. Not just possible in general, but possible for you to actually do. Like for me, I can't be sitting here all day. I have to have a strategy around the open. I've come to that conclusion. Okay, so what are we going to do? You only have, there's pretty much only breakout strategies, pullback, trending, but they're all the same. Like, say this is a level. I wait for price to come up here and either break, you can get in, or break and retest, you can get in, or reject off there and you can get in short. Or it's a trend trade, and with a trend trade is just another version of a pullback, and I get in there. Like, there's just so many. You can kind of simplify it that there's only breakouts and pullback strategies using levels. My level, I've decided to use the 5-minute opening range because I've done so much testing and seen the results I can get from it. So. Okay, good friends. My trading journal. Just seeing what Muhammad is saying. My trading journal. I don't know if you're still on, bro, but oh, I saw something where I can see who's on. thought I could see somewhere. Participants. Nope. Can't see. All right. Good friends.